we got a few Seedcamp superstars to speak to us today. One of them is Dragos from UberVu. He's gonna talk about his experience with Seedcamp. And the other one is Reshma, who is the CEO of Seedcamp. She's coming later to close up the speech, the talk, and announce the open coffee and the opening of Mini Seedcamp for tomorrow. So, how the Seedcamp experience? How did it affect UberVu? You won last year, and where did you go from there?
Well, it's been an incredible ride because basically we have been building different prototypes for the product for almost a year before Seedcamp. We started with the idea in November prior to Seedcamp, and nobody would pay attention to us. And then when we went to Seedcamp and won Seedcamp, we could get in touch with a lot of companies that would work with us, with a lot of VCs. We ended up getting a seed round from UK VC and getting a lot of exposure. So it was worth it. I don't know whether we've done something better for our business.
So do you have something similar to web hours where you come from?
I think we have a few of these, but they're not necessarily technology oriented, so to speak. There's Web Club, for example, where everybody in the internet space comes together. There are a few presentations and there's networking, and there's usually some people that are actually invited from abroad or that aren't really familiar with the space. Investors, people who have had some degree of success, and they discuss things such as space, new trends, investments, but not necessarily new projects. So.
Okay, let's get up and running on the projector, and I guess we can start, right? Okay. So just a quick notice: this talk is being recorded, so you can check the video later. That's why I can also ask you if you have any questions to raise your hand. There's going to be a guy with a microphone running to get your question, so the people on the video will hear you. And there's also a paper that will go around. Just put down your name so we know you were here. And if you want to get an email when the video is available, just take the red box. I think there are Slovenian headings, but it says video in the box on top, so just do it there. Okay, so are we ready to start? Yes, we are.
Here we go. So Ure asked me to give a talk about how to win Seedcamp. I don't know how many people that are taking part in Seedcamp are here, but I think it could be interesting for a lot of people that are actually building projects and trying to pitch to angels or first-stage VCs. So this is a combination of basically what we learned during Seedcamp and also what we know now after going through the whole Seedcamp week. So the best question to ask is, what are investors looking for? Because I've actually spoken to a number of people, and I came to the conclusion that not all of them actually realize that they are pitching to investors. There are many people in the room, there are other teams, there are journalists, mentors, and those so-called team presentations are actually pitches. So they should actually orient them as pitches to investors. But what do these guys really want? Let's see what they actually have to say about this. These are some first-stage VCs from the US with a lot of experience, and what they say is usually understanding the customer and their problem. Business model to monetize the customer base, 100 million revenue business growing at 20-30%. And these numbers at first for me were huge. I thought they made over 90% of businesses in the world, because over 90% of businesses are actually small business. this is actually true. Also, demo is really important. If you have a real product to tell customers that actually more impressive than showing numbers and how the nutrients are going to make billions and billions of dollars. Actually, Jason Calacanis suggests that at some point that you should go straight into the demo, show the product, then show some Google Analytics graph with your growth, and then shut up and wait for the questions. So if you're doing things right, the questions will come. People will talk about the market, they'll ask about the team. But if your idea is not good enough, you're not presenting it clearly enough, then none of that stuff matters anyway. For these niche companies, it seems that there's either a compelling entrepreneur or a compelling idea or both. And VCs don't really care that much about technology, which was one of the things that I was really frustrated about, because we're more or less a technology company. We get comments around the UI from over the web. We have to call a lot of sites in close to real time. So I thought that we built a really good product, and so that should be enough to actually sell it. It seems that that's not the case usually. Also, the market. It doesn't really matter if you have a lot of people who actually love your product, but the market is just $10 million per year. The whole market, it hasn't grown for years. If you're selling some sort of really niche stuff, then it doesn't mean you won't build a successful business, but it's not a business that's going to be backed by VCs. Also, the team experience is really, really important. People don't stress that enough. As this guy says here, despite the huge risk, the bet is worth taking because the team had the skills to potentially succeed. It doesn't say anything about the technology. It doesn't say anything about the fact that their product is necessarily unique. He really trusted the team, and that was what mattered. Yep. Also, it doesn't really matter how great the product is. It's who's going to buy it and why they're going to buy it. And you can say a lot of things about how you're going to beat the competition. For example, there are lots of people who say, when asked what's the difference between you and a competitor, and they say, well, I have more features and I'm just better. That doesn't actually mean anything. And then they just get frustrated when the other guy closes contract after contract and makes millions of dollars, which is stuff that's not even 10% as good as what they have. And they just cannot understand that this is actually why they're not selling. Also, a lot of people usually try to look smart and assume they have all the answers and tell VCs that they have all the answers, they've solved this true. And that's never the case. VCs have seen these things millions of times. For us, for example, what we pitched at first at Seedcamp and what we pitched 3 months after, what we pitched another month after our VC, and what we're pitching now are totally different things. The business model is different, who we're selling it to is different. That doesn't really matter. The thing is that we don't have all the answers, but you should actually acknowledge that. So it seems pretty easy, but it's actually not at all. Investors actually look for a problem that is critical, and critical is actually the key point here. The text is screwed up, but so it doesn't matter if your product is nice to have for someone, if you're just giving them more buttons or just better export functions, or you also export to PDF, not just CSV or stuff like that. If the problem is not critical, the business is not going to be big and it's not really going to grow. Also understand who you're helping, what they pay. The market has to be huge. We're looking for the right entrepreneur who can execute this and